Okay, so do you think that schools should allow phones for students or not?
I personally disagree. I don't think phones should be something that students have at the school and bring with them, because first of all, this makes them more prone to just looking at their phone and scrolling like on social media or playing video games and other things like this, which is gonna make them not talk to their friends and socialize with them, and in the end, their social skills are gonna be less good overall, and also their communication skills are also gonna be less good, which is gonna make their life harder when they become adults, and they need to talk to other people, and yeah. What do you think?
Okay, well, me, in my opinion, I actually disagree with your point of view. I actually think that phones should be allowed in school because my first point is that in case of emergency, like for example, if a student is hurt, well, there's less phones around, so that would mean that you have less chances of calling like 911, for example. And also it helps like parents, um like it helps parent like know that their child is safe. Like if there's a concern, like for example, somebody got diagnosed with something at hospital, well then their parents can like tell them, oh, be careful of this and something else like that. And yeah.
And also, I think that phone should not be allowed, because when students have their phone like in their pockets or with them, just carrying it with them, they're gonna be more likely to use it in exams, to cheat on their tests, and uh, and get a better grade than somebody who studied for this exam all night long, which is not fair in my opinion, because you shouldn't be allowed to get better grades than somebody else without even studying, without doing anything, just using your phone, because this is not real work that you're doing.
Okay,
And
well,
yeah.
me, but like, what about in class when, like we just like doing exercises to learn the subject, like people can ask online on their phone, like if they don't understand really quickly, instead of having to ask their teacher all the time. It just makes things more efficient. Like for example, if somebody like another student is already with their teacher, well, with the teacher asking a question, but you have a question, well, you can't ask the teacher that question because obviously he's with another student. But yeah, it just makes things more efficient, and you just learn faster, and it would just help you more. And also like, what if the teacher like doesn't explain well, then you could have another explanation. Like you can basically have infinite explanation on the internet. Like the internet can explain you practically anything. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so moving on, what do you think about social media? Should teenagers and kids be allowed to be on social media? And yeah,
Well,
what do you
in the
think?
case of teenagers, I really disagree that they should be on social media because on the internet there are multiple people who show their life and their appearance, and most of it is like fake. It's just not true. It's fabricated. Like for example, their life, they'll only show the positive and the best parts of their life. So it'll make the teenager self-conscious that like they might think that their life is like bad compared to them. Or like in the cases of appearance, like the photos that influencers post, they're normally photoshopped to make to like have the appearance of like a model, and it makes the teenager have mental health issues and be self-conscious of their their life and appearance. So what about you?
Yeah, I also agree with your point of view, and I also think that they should not be allowed to be on social media, because when you're on social media, it makes and you make friends with other people on social media, with online people, and you think that these people are like your age, and they're your friends and all this, but they might be faking all this story, and might be like an adult with bad intentions, trying to, like, for example, kidnap you, or manipulate you, whatever the case is. And yeah, and when you're a teenager, you're more likely to like not see this happen, and not see that you're being manipulated by somebody else, and kids too. But for adults, like, it's easier for them to spot this kind of stuff, so they're just like they're gonna not fall for this trick, and yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that's true. Like it makes it so that children can't get like kidnapped or like manipulated and other things. Okay, but also I also think that social media loses a lot of people's time, like procrastination and other things. Like if like a student is studying for an exam the next day, and a really important exam, and they have a notification that goes off on their phone, like their friends texting them, well, they'll get very distracted, and they'll just lead to like procrastination. They'll probably want to do something else because maybe they see that their friend is doing something else, and they don't want to be studying instead of doing that thing. And also, even in general, like for even adults, they it just loses a lot of time because the social media is made to be addicting, and to get the most time out of you during the day. And yeah, it just loses you a lot of time.
Yeah, and also with social media, they can collect your information. For example, like your name, and what you like to watch, like personal information about you that you might not want them to see. And with this information, they sell it to big companies, which are gonna use it to create ads, especially just for you,
Yeah.
so that you're gonna consume more after seeing these ads. Like, you're gonna see an ads about something that you might like, but you don't need it, and after seeing these ads, you're gonna wanna get it, even though even if you don't need it, especially, and it's gonna end up in you just doing over consumption.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, do you think that it is beneficial for the society? AI is AI beneficial for the society? Like,
Me personally, I don't think it's beneficial, because with AI, people stop stop thinking and learning and studying and other stuff like this. They're just gonna use it all the time, and at the end, they're gonna be empty, and they're not gonna be able to think for themselves. Even adults, if they use it too much, it's gonna make them in the end like not able to even do simple decisions or simple work and other stuff like this. And what do you
Okay.
think?
Well, I actually agree with you on this point because, like, in general, in the society, like, it allows people. Well, it takes jobs that are, like, creative jobs that are yeah, they take creative jobs, like, for example, like artist jobs. Like, in the future, AI is gonna take those jobs, and we're not gonna know which artist created what, like painting or whatever, because like a couple years ago, AI was not very good. It did not it was not, yeah, it was just not very good. But now it's, you can't even, sometimes you get mixed up what's an AI video or what's not an AI video. And now that it's gotten this good, well, creative jobs are just gonna get replaced by AI, like in every single creative industry. Like for example, filmmaking, movies, and also all the companies, all the big companies that, like the billionaire companies, they're gonna want to save they're gonna want to save a ton of money, and obviously AI is cheaper than hiring like a famous writer, for example, or a famous actor. So it's just gonna replace all creativity with AI.
Yeah, and yeah, that's gonna be the end of it.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
yeah,
for
thank you.